Mr. Gavaskar, good evening, sir. Thanks so much for joining us. You saw our list of the top 5 best matches so far. Which has been your favourite match this season so far?
Well, I think all teams have played well. In fact, even when you look at the bottom, there is not much that separates the bottom teams from the teams which are just ahead of them, which is the reason why this IPL has probably been one of the closest. I've enjoyed watching the resurgence of Delhi because Delhi over the last couple of seasons have not done well. But the way they have picked themselves up after the loss in the first game has been remarkable, and I just hope that they keep continuing. I've been delighted watching the Mumbai Indians bat. Virat Kohli's batting's been exceptional. David Warner has been the rock for the Sunrisers, and Shikhar Dhawan has come into form and is showing consistency. So I think all teams actually have been quite impressive. The one disappointment would have to be the Kings 11 Punjab. That's the one team that's been a little bit disappointing, both batting as well as bowling.
Right, I actually know a few Delhi fans, Mr. Gavaskar, who had stopped supporting their team that have gone back to supporting now that Zach is doing such a fantastic job with them. Now, we haven't seen a super over yet this season, sir. Is that surprising?
Yes. Actually, when I'm doing commentary for the 8 p.m. game, I'm just kind of keeping my fingers crossed that there's no super over because then you're going to stay well past midnight, stay up well past midnight. But as the teams are coming to the business end of the tournament, the matches will get closer. And we in fact nearly had a super over the other day against in Murali between Punjab as well as the RCB. So don't be surprised if there's a super over sooner rather than later.
Right. Now, Mr. Gavaskar, you just said that this is, of course, perhaps been one of the closest IPL seasons ever. You would say that you have seen certain other seasons where it's been closer perhaps than this, or is this the closest ever of all time?
Yes. That's what I said. I think if you look at the separation between teams, the points are just 1 or 2. It's really not a great deal of separation between the bottom teams as well as those who are in the middle and at the top. So yes, I think when it comes to the last place for qualification, for the 4th place, there are, I think, about 6 teams at the moment who are looking as if they will qualify for the 4th place. The top 2 teams at the moment seem to be pretty comfortable, but for the 4th place, there are about 5 to 6 teams vying for that 4th place. So that's why the season's been the closest in the IPL history so far.
Right, Mr. Gavaskar, which team, according to you, holds its nerve the best under pressure amongst all the 8 teams competing?
I think what we've seen is Kolkata generally hold their nerve under pressure very well. Mumbai, surprisingly, against the Sunrisers, Hyderabad collapsed. Otherwise, they have also held their nerve quite well. So these are the 2 teams, and the Sunrisers have been quite outstanding.
Right, Mr. Gavaskar, we know that MS Dhoni is called Captain Cool, one of the calmest captains around in world cricket and also in league cricket. But if you had to pick 2 captains who are very, very calm in the IPL, who would they be? Well,
there's MST. I think nobody can beat him for being calm. There's Zaheer for Delhi, who's also been pretty calm. Murali Vijay for the Kings 11 is relatively new, so one can't really form an impression. But these 2, Zaheer and MST, maybe because they're so experienced, they have been pretty calm and collected, even when things seem to be getting out of hand. Right.
One final question, Mr. Gavaskar. We are heading into the business end of IPL season 9. Now, this is where, remember, KKR lost the plot last season. Do you think there can be an encore of that perhaps this season as well, or will the team be absolutely determined to not let that happen this time around?
Well, they've got a very good batting lineup as well, and if they get off to starts like Gambhir and Uthappa have been giving them, then I don't think there should be too much of pressure because their bowling's got variety. Their bowling's looking very, very good even when there is a charge against them. So therefore, I think the encore of last year looks unlikely. I think they are a team that looks to me as if they will go through to the knockouts. All right, Mr. Sunil Gavaskar, thank you so much for joining us, sir. We'll, of course, see you again very soon.